Hello, everyone, and welcome to ExecConnect, your monthly update from Jeunesse headquarters. I'm your host, Cae758. It is Saturday. It is June 6th. I'm sorry, it's a Tuesday, June 6th. And if you guys are watching from hangouts.jeunesseglobal.com, be sure to leave your questions, comments, and feedback in the sidebar. And if you're watching from Facebook Live, make sure you leave those questions, comments, and feedback in the comments section below. If you are new to our family, we're delighted to have you here. It is my pleasure to introduce you to our guest this evening. Joining us from Salt Lake City is our Chief Marketing Officer, Mark Patterson. Hello, Mark.
Hi, Cae758. It's great to be here.
It's great to have you. So excited to hear your updates on the show this evening.
Thank you. Thank you.
And broadcasting from Orlando, here to give you all the latest updates and news is our featured speaker of the evening, our Chief Visionary Officer, Scott Lewis. Hi, Scott.
Good evening, Cae758. Don't worry, none of us know what day it is whatsoever. You're not the only one.
My notes flipped from my Saturday show from tonight, and I was like, that's not right. So yes, it seems like time just gets away from us, but we are super lucky to be having so much fun here at Jeunesse. And I know tomorrow I'm hopping a plane. I'll be in Hong Kong this weekend with you guys, so I'm excited to see you there.
Yeah, a lot of action going on right now all around the world. Well, thanks for that intro. I'd like to welcome the entire Jeunesse family to this Facebook Live and our hangout this evening, our ExecConnect. All kinds of exciting announcements for the next roughly 30 minutes. And definitely we may have one other panelist joining us shortly to share some exciting news. But I'd like to get started with our global sales to see what's been going on this past month. And what an exciting month it was. So many companies, have slow periods and they have, high season, low season. But the great thing about Jeunesse is because of the diversification, it's really just consistent all around the world throughout the year. So even though we're coming into June and the summer months, we're off to an incredible start this month. So I'm really excited to see what results from this month of June. But looking at April compared to May last month, our Poland market was up 1%, Germany was up 2%. Italy was up 5%, Belgium up 5%, France up 8%. So a lot going on in Europe on the heels of their Amsterdam regional convention. Singapore was up 13%, UAE up 17%, Brazil up another 19%. Exciting things happening in Brazil at the moment. Sorry, that says Israel. Sorry, Israel is up 19%, Switzerland up 21%. Austria up 26%, Denmark up 29%, Portugal's up 30%, UK up 31%, Malaysia up 32%, all kinds of action going on in Malaysia at the moment. Spain is up 35%, Sweden's up 36%, South Africa up 43%, North America, so Canada 53% growth, April to May, US is up 56%. The Philippines is up 58%, Cambodia up 87%. If you didn't know we do business in Zambia, you do now. We're up 92% in Zambia in our African region. And Indonesia was the #1 growth market for May compared to April. So congratulations to all the growth markets, and always excited to look at these numbers. I love, first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is run reports, as crazy as that seems. So I roll out of bed and roll to the side, actually grab the iPhone, run the reports, and it's always fun to keep a pulse of what's happening around the world, and love the close of months like many of you, our leaders, do, because it's a great time where everyone's pushing to advance in ranks, maximize promotions. So looking forward to see how this exciting month of June ends up. Many of you have seen some of the announcements recently with respect to the awards that we continue to just rack up time and time again. I believe we won over 116 awards last year. We've won, I believe, over 230 awards now over the past few years. And it's definitely a tribute to all of you that are out there creating the exposure, creating the awareness behind our brand all around the world in your respective markets. Most recently, we brought home 9 Telly Awards this year for excellence in video production. Some of the awards that we won, our top award, the Silver Award, was for the Mind video, or for use of music in that video. Absolutely love that video. It's one of my favorites, when you see the neurons in the brain firing, and many of you have seen that, use that as a tool to prospect new customers and distributors in your business. Health and wellness category for the Mind video, visual effects for the Mind video. For the beauty and cosmetics marketing category, Envy brought home a bronze. The airbrush, the how to use video for Envy brought home a bronze. The Instantly Ageless video brought home a bronze. The Jeunesse Kids video, the Bringing Hope trip to Kenya, brought home a bronze. Jeunesse University Rome event recap for event marketing category was a bronze. And then What Does Your Day Look Like at the Office commercial for sound design. That was a really fun video as well. So, you know, it's just your credibility. It's something for you guys to leverage when you're out there sharing the Jeunesse products with your friends, family, and people all around the world. And also, you heard about the American Business Awards. I can't remember at the moment how many we won this year. It was a lot. And because it was a lot, we actually won a Grand Stevie Award for the second consecutive year. And the Grand Stevie Award goes to only the top winners. So the winners that brought home the most category trophies. So I think it was 9, maybe it was more, 9 Stevie Awards, but very prestigious club. They only recognized 10 companies with the Grand Stevie Award. And again, this is our second consecutive Grand Stevie Award. So with all the awards season going on, I've got a few more to announce that we haven't announced yet here coming up. But I invited our CMO, Mark Patterson, to join us. Welcome, Mark.
Thank you, Scott.
And, you know, wanted to talk to you a little bit about, you know, what's going on behind the scenes. I know you're in Utah this week and you'll be back in Orlando tomorrow, kind of bouncing back and forth as, you know, the creativity is, you know, the creative juices are definitely flowing in both respective marketing departments. And
absolutely.
Why don't you tell us a little bit more about what's happening behind the scenes, you know, what really goes on to create these high quality award-winning tools and some of the different initiatives and innovations that we're working on moving forward as we build up for Expo this year.
Yeah, thanks, Scott. It is exciting, and I do a lot of bouncing. You're right. We've got part of my team in Utah, and part of my team down there in Florida in the headquarters, and they work very well together. And some of them even bounce back and forth. Many people don't know really what's all made up in the marketing team, but you know the communications team is in marketing. We've got events, we've got the video guys, we've got the graphic designers, we've got. Who am I leaving out? We've got the brand managers. I don't want to forget them. And then, of course, social media is a big part of our marketing efforts. But when you look at all the people that are involved, I think what's great to share and behind the scenes is that you've got a team of people who are winning many awards that really just highlight the quality of work that our team does. And I want to give a lot of credit to the people on the team, because we are oftentimes meeting and talking about how can we, you know, up our game for you, all of you distributors out there. Our goal is always to make your job easier. We want it to be the type of business that if you're excited and you're talking to your friends, we take care of, you know, making sure we put the right tools in your hands, all the things all the things that might make a business difficult. We try to take the pain out so that you can do your very best, which is just being excited and sharing that with your friends. Some of the stuff that we've been doing recently, I think many of you have been seeing some of the events that have gone on. Just want to highlight, you know, I know they're just heading out to Bora Bora. I know that's coming up really soon. We've got a couple of universities coming up, one out in Hong Kong. And of course, the United States is having one. And I don't think there's a day that we're not working on the biggest event of the year, which is Expo, and especially the World Tour Expo Elevate with the theme Elevate. That theme got us thinking, and I just want to share something quick, Scott, because we've been doing a lot of brainstorming. And 2 areas that we're focusing on is innovation and experience. And I want to share one fast story. So everyone's heard of Maxwell House coffee, right? You remember that from, like, you know, your grandpa. Well, Maxwell House, turns out all the executives for Maxwell House got together, they came to Italy, and they went to, they were invited to a small little coffee shop. And in this coffee shop, they you know, they came together to brainstorm and figure out what they could do to improve their brand. And what was interesting is that the main guy, like he's probably the CEO or the founder of Maxwell House, he's sitting there and he actually makes a statement to the people who invited them in that there is no more innovation that can happen for coffee. Everything has been done and there's just nothing else we can do. And then his answer was, have you heard of Starbucks? The guy that had him that invited him. And, you know, and in Italy, I think Starbucks is almost a, you know, a cuss word, but he said that because the reason that he brought it up, he said, let's talk about how they innovated coffee. Maybe they didn't find a new way to grind the bean or to, you know, run the water through it at different temperatures. Maybe they didn't invent all of those things, but here's what they did do. They changed the way that people experienced coffee. You know, there was a time where you could go buy a cup of coffee for 25 cents at a gas station. And you can still, in many places, do something really inexpensive. But now, Starbucks is arguably maybe the largest franchise coffee maker in the world. But how did they do it? It was all about experience. You know, they allowed people to come in and completely customize their drink any way they wanted, invited them to sit down and stay. You know, they provided internet, they provided snacks, and most of all, they provided a hello. You know, they take time to get to know your name. And so Maxwell House, you know, they had to step back and ask themselves, oh yeah, you can innovate. But my point is this, that innovation, and I think this is something that is special about our brand, is that we provide more than, you know, great skincare or an effective treatment or an effective weight loss system. We offer an experience. We call that, part of that experience is the Jeunesse family. And the way that you experience the Jeunesse family at an event, whether you're joining this call tonight, the way that you receive a package in the mail, the way that you experience the brand on the app or through an email, all of those things equal the Jeunesse experience. And so I've challenged my team to up our game in all of those areas, because you can make even an average product, you can make it above average if you give an above average experience. So that's one of the big things that we're working on, Scott. And so I would say things to watch for. We are in the video area, because I know people love the experience of a video because you see it, you listen to it, you can easy to share. And I know that everyone's been waiting for this video called The Secret of Jeunesse. It's no secret that that everybody wants this video, but I can tell you that there's some great news, and that is that we have seen cuts that really make us believe that it's very close to be able to release to you. And I know Meredith, I can see you there, Meredith. She should be jumping up and down right now for joy. That's an exciting announcement. We also have. Many people were looking for, so Envy has been a tremendously successful brand for us. And we've been creating tools, but one thing everyone asked for is a step-by-step how to, you know, what's the exact way to apply it. And so we've created that, and it was with one of the formulators. Her name is Yolanda, and everyone probably saw her in the launch video, and they've seen her on a couple things. But anyway, she goes through step by step and explains exactly how to use it. And I know that that'll be welcomed to those people who are trying to figure out exactly how to put that on. But that leads me to another video that we're working on, which is also a step by step. And that is for the Luminesse line. So Luminesse, there are quite a few products. And some people actually think, you know, well, which one should I use in order? You know, you've got about 7 or 8. If you really had every product, you've got a lot of products there. And so we are creating that as well to help people understand what works best, how to apply it the very best to maximize your results. So that's going to be an exciting video where that's going to be filmed in just a couple weeks. So so watch for that for sure. Other things that you can watch for, we are updating the website when we thinking about, you know, we just give you a little peek into Expo, but you just need to know that we're working on always upgrading the brand and looking, and the way that we look and feel, the way that you experience when you're thinking about the website, the marketing tools, training tools, videos, all of that is, you know, covered within my department. And so Scott, everyone is actually very worked up and excited at the moment. They're submitting lots of things, and we're even upgrading the way we communicate with each other, and we're doing it through video. So Scott just experienced that today. We do little video snippets to send him and keep him updated and keep things rolling. But anyway, let me see if there's anything else. I just want to again congratulate all of you for helping us win all these amazing awards. I mean, it's like above and beyond what I have so many friends in this industry who call and just say, what the heck are you doing? They can't even understand how we are winning, but it really is the efforts of all of you out in the field. You guys are the most important marketing tool to my team, and I want you to always know that I know that, and I'm trying to make your life easier every day. But thank you for making us, the great brand that we've become.
Absolutely. Thanks for sharing, Mark. I know the best thing about all of these awards and the recognition that we've received as a company is that, as you can sense from Mark's updates, we're constantly challenging ourselves to get better every single day. It doesn't matter how many awards, doesn't matter how many new diamonds or whatever the revenue is. What really just matters is getting better every single day, staying innovative, keeping things fresh, thinking outside the box, keeping creative, being at the forefront of everything we're doing, from marketing technologies, from product innovation. And that's what we're all about at Jeunesse. And I hope all of you know that, there's some things we can talk about and there's some things that are not ready to release, but I can tell you one thing, there is tons of things happening behind the scenes every single day to continue to position this brand, these products, and this opportunity as a world-class presence in the network marketing industry. So thanks for sharing, Mark. Some more awards. Most recently, we hadn't announced this yet, but my mom brought home 4 Women World Awards this year. So I want to congratulate my mom, our co-founder, Wendy Lewis. She brought home 3 golds, completely swept 3 categories for Female Entrepreneur of the Year, Woman of the Year, and Lifetime Achievement and Champion of the Year. So really proud son, really proud moment for my mom. And I think she may actually attend the awards banquet in San Francisco in a couple of weeks. But congratulations to our co-founder, Wendy Lewis, who's an inspiration to thousands of people all around the world, and someone who I admire, of course, and look very much up to. If some of you maybe have been tuning into Facebook or social media, or maybe even pay-per-view, you may have noticed that there was a fight this weekend. UFC, Ultimate Fighting Championship, had a huge event taking place in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, in none other than your very own Jeunesse Arena. So this is a picture of the UFC logo. I'm not a huge fight fan, but I am a huge fan of world-class branding being exposed to millions of people around the world. So the UFC is a global sport. Their next event will be in Auckland, then they'll be in Singapore. And we were very honored to be able to welcome, I think it was UFC 212 something, to Rio de Janeiro. We've got 150 tickets to every one of the events in Jeunesse Arena. So a lot of the Jeunesse Brazilian family were there, getting to, mix it up with some of the celebrities that were there in attendance. It was a huge event. It was a sold out event. And here I was at home by myself. My wife was down in Colombia, and I'm tuning into the fights, and it's just like this surreal moment that you've got these fighters, and there's Jeunesse Arena all over the ring branded. There's the Jeunesse Arena skyboxes branded. The announcer says, now coming to you from the sold out Jeunesse Arena in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. So really had to pinch myself, and it's really humbling to see the exposure we've been able to get through this branding initiative, the naming rights. It's a beautiful facility, as you can see, and it's something really that all of you can be proud of. So great exposure there. There's some really fun events happening this summer and into the fall as well. So lots of great opportunities to continue to share our brand around the world and create awareness. So we just finished up last month, incentive trip or lifestyle rewards trip season, I guess you could say. This was the year that we actually went on 4 different lifestyle rewards trips. Thousands of people, many of you who are joining us tonight, had the opportunity to live out your dreams, traveling the world with your teams, your friends, your family. We started off with the Prague and Budapest trip that we were actually able to stop by and attend. So it was It was great to see. I think it was over 1,500 of our Asia Pacific family in Prague. We were there for the welcome reception, and you can see some of the pictures here. I mean, these are priceless moments and really create a bond with many of you from different cultures, nationalities, different demographics and backgrounds. And it's just really cool and really rewarding, honestly, for me to be able to sit back and see all of you get to travel the world and get to meet new people, share new experiences, and create lifelong memories together as one Jeunesse family. So you can see some more pictures here from the Budapest and Prague trip. And then literally, I think it was maybe 1 week after that, we had the Dubai trip in North America. So the Lifestyle Rewards trip in Dubai. I mean, look at that picture with the Dubai skyline. One thing I can tell you in Dubai, they just do everything bigger and better. They had the desert safari. You can see the safari vehicles out there in the desert, and you know, just a great welcome reception, farewell reception. And since we had a second panelist join us, our president of North America, who's joining us from the DSA annual conference here in Orlando, Florida this evening. Meredith, why don't you tell us a little bit more about that Dubai trip quickly, so you can give all the Jeunesse family a taste of the Jeunesse lifestyle.
Well, you know, thanks, Scott. And hey there, Mark. And hey, shout out to the Jeunesse family here from Orlando, from the Hyatt. Just stepped out of the big awards banquet right now. You know, it was an excursion that is just one to be remembered. Everyone that was there said they would never forget it, which is, of course, one of the beauties of working so hard, earning a trip and getting to go. But I mean, from the moment that we stepped off the plane and you know, we're transported to the, you know, the amazing facilities, everything was first class, as it always is with Jeunesse. You know, there was a beautiful banquet waiting there while people were registering. They had food, they had, you know, drinks, everything was all set up for them. And then all of the excursions that they got to choose from, they got to go everywhere from shopping, you know, to tea at a palace, to you know, cruises out into the desert via Jeep, and having dinner under the stars, and with the gobo, the Jeunesse gobo up on the mountainside, cool. And camel rides with the Jeunesse on the saddlebags. I mean, it was just, it was really, really well done. And you know, we had over 1,000 people, we had 1,200 people there. And what was so impressive was that, you know, so 65% of them were really at the sapphire ranks. And so you know, that's how Jeunesse does things. I mean, we just want to show appreciation at all levels. And at most companies, that would be a you know, type of a trip you would never get to experience until you were just, you know, the upper 2 or 1%. And you know, just the generosity of the company was reflected. And just a shout out to you, Scott, and to Wendy and to Randy, and just for really, you know, making people feel appreciated and valued, and experiencing magical adventures that you know, nobody would ever get to have in a lifetime. And the gift of that, and watching people's faces, it's priceless. It's absolutely priceless. So thanks for letting us be a part of it.
Yeah, I remember being there a couple years ago and just seeing, I think it was the Asia Pacific region that went there, in our greater China, and just seeing everybody sliding down those sand dunes, riding the Jeunesse camels. I mean, for us, that's what inspires us every single day, to continue to see you guys get out there and achieve great things and live your dreams through Jeunesse. So thanks for sharing more about Dubai. We had just gotten home from Europe, and I was almost ready to catch a plane and fly to Dubai to be there with you guys, because I was seeing all the pictures and I knew the incredible experiences that you guys were sharing. So 1 week after Dubai, we had the Greater China trip in Germany. Some pictures here from the Germany trip. It looks like some beer was being drank at some point during the trip. Those are pretty big mugs of beer. And they actually went to Stuttgart, to the Mercedes-Benz manufacturer that actually had Jeunesse flags branded all over the facility. Great cruises. They went to a beautiful, can't pronounce it, castle in Germany as well. I think we had almost 3,000 people. So about 3,000 people on this trip to Germany. Some more fun pictures here. And then a week after Germany, we wrapped up the month of May with our European trip to the Moon Palace All-Inclusive Resort in beautiful Cancun, Mexico. So these are our European Jeunesse family down catching some rays, beautiful sun, tropical waters in Cancun. It's a beautiful, beautiful property. And I heard great feedback really from all these trips, guys. So 4 trips this year. And just an honor for us to be able to see you guys you know, have fun, recharge the batteries, get out there, see the world. And we've really built our culture based on these lifestyle experiences. It's a big part of what we do here. It's what the Jeunesse lifestyle is all about. And speaking of lifestyle, we did something for the first time here at Jeunesse World Headquarters. We announced for our North American markets an official Diamond Day. So from a certain date, looking forward and moving on to the future, when you achieve Diamond and then qualify as Diamond officially, we actually bring you and your partner or spouse. We fly you into Jeunesse World Headquarters right here in Orlando, Florida. We put you up in a beautiful hotel. You get, you know, the red carpet treatment from start to finish. And it was a magical day with our new diamonds, Pierre and Christine Gaudet. They came in from Canada. And the whole Jeunesse family, corporate family, was there in the training room and the Discover room to welcome them. And they had the opportunity to meet with different executives and directors in the company throughout the day, discuss any pending issues and ideas that they may have. And then we went back to my mom and Randy's house and had a beautiful dinner, and Meredith and her husband were there as well. So just a great moment to celebrate success and to celebrate true servant-driven leadership. So I'd like to congratulate our first Diamond directors to take part in the Diamond Day. We'll be doing this 2 or 3 times a year. So stay tuned. We'll be communicating the next Diamond Day for our North American market, but just some fun pictures here from the inaugural Diamond Day. A lot of events going on all around the world. As you all know, we had over 1,500 people in Kiev for the Jeunesse University. Zen Project 8 was definitely present with Mark McDonald in the house, sharing more about the Zen Project 8. Did a great local Jeunesse Kids initiative. A lot of rank advancements, a lot of high value training brought to over 1,500 people at this event. So want to congratulate our general manager, Max, of course, Maxime, for a well executed event, and all the leaders there in the Ukraine market doing incredible things to grow that market. Really, the CIS countries are still a sleeping giant for Jeunesse. So you talk about the potential in different regions around the world. I'd have to put the CIS countries, Russia, Ukraine, Kazakhstan, right at the top of the list as far as upside potential this year, 2017, and all the way into 2020. With Russia alone, you're talking a $10 million a month potential market. So big things to happen in the CIS countries. Our Discover Jeunesse tour was going on all around Malaysia. I've seen all the pictures. I mean, they were packing venues from East Malaysia to South Malaysia to KL, all over the place. So these are some pictures from the Discover Jeunesse events in Malaysia. And just last weekend, we had our STAR event in Japan. We officially launched the brand new Luminous refreshed line, the packaging. Our Chief Development Officer, Dennis Windsor, was there. You can see the energy was awesome in Japan. A first-class Sapphire Night at Roppongi Hills Country Club. And yeah, we really do things first class all around the world. And this was nothing short of first class there in Japan. Want to congratulate our president of Japan, David Nakajima, his entire team, Satoshi-san, all the management team there supporting the leaders, and certainly thank all of our Diamonds directors and customers there in Japan who continue to drive the brand forward. Expecting big things in Japan this year, and I cannot wait to get back to Japan for the first time in, I want to say it's been 2 years. So going back to Japan this December after Macau and KL. We also had an anniversary celebrated this past month, our 6th anniversary in Thailand. I still remember when we first started the Thailand market, and it's been just an incredible journey. You can see just the love that was in that office to celebrate our 6th anniversary. Want to thank our general manager, Lawan, our double diamonds, Tanet and Kop, and the entire diamond representation there in Thailand, which I believe was Asia Pacific's #1 market for 2016. So congratulations, Thailand, on 6 successful years, but I know there are 6 more incredible years in the making. So keep up the great work. We love you and appreciate you. Been in touch with Mark McDonald. We've got the Zen Tour continuing. This guy's a road warrior. He was all over Europe. He was in South Africa about a week ago, and just texted me about 2 hours ago to let me know he had just landed in Sydney, which you can see June 7th is the first stop. So that is today. That's probably the event starting right about now. We launched Zen back in March, I believe it was, when I was there, and with Mark as well. And now he's hitting the road, hitting 6 cities in Australia. It's a huge weight management demographic market. So expecting big things in Australia. We've got the Discover Jeunesse, the highly anticipated Discover Jeunesse tour coming up in India, beginning June 9th in New Delhi. So stay tuned for more details on those events. I'm not even sure if tickets are still available. They moved really fast. We've got our Chief Development Officer, Dennis Windsor, traveling from Texas to be there at these events. We've got our Regional Director of Asia Pacific, Middle East and Africa, Chris Cooper, attending the India event. So expecting sold out events. We've probably got about 15 diamonds. So check out that email blast in your back office, in your J office that went out this morning with all the confirmed diamonds that will be speaking at these events. Great opportunity in India. Office renovation is underway, probably a couple months out, but this is officially pre-launch mode. And that's one of the most exciting times of any market and any network marketing company. So definitely encourage you guys to leverage your contacts for new customers and distributors in India, because we're expecting India to be a major growth market and success story for Jeunesse this year in 2017. I'll be heading out Thursday morning for our Hong Kong University. I believe it's I don't even know, I've lost count. I think it's the 10th Hong Kong University. And June 10th through 11th, Asia World Expo in Hong Kong. I know Kasai will be at that event. Dr. Nathan Newman will be at that event. Yolanda Halston will be at that event. Why? Because we are launching Envy in Greater China. So really excited. The products actually, I believe, has already arrived to Hong Kong. Promo packs are ready to go. We're excited to introduce the latest Envy line, the new Envy line to our Hong Kong and China markets. So stay tuned for more details there. We've got our same day, June 10th, our Mexico University, expecting, I know we've already sold over 1,000 tickets there. And from Hong Kong, I'll be bouncing over to New Zealand on my way to Bora Bora for this year's Diamond Discovery trip. We've got over 200 people coming on this trip. It's June 17th through 23rd, full buyout of the Four Seasons. Guys, set your goals high and dream big, because we do things in a major way when you hit that diamond rank. So looking forward to seeing, it's kind of a family reunion every year to get to bring together the diamonds all around the world. So looking forward to having some fun with all of you in Bora Bora. Gold Coast, August 5th through 6th. We've got the Jeunesse University coming up in Australia. Guys, Envy is moving very quickly all around the world. We've got 5 events, a tour taking place. So stay tuned for more details coming soon once everything's confirmed. But Envy will be coming soon to Australia, Taiwan, Philippines, Singapore, Malaysia, and Thailand. So we're moving quickly to get Thailand to your market, Envy to your markets as quickly as possible. So stay tuned for confirmations and more details on when you can expect these Envy launches all around the world. Now, this summer, we've got 2 big events happening right here in the US market, North America. So we've got our Jeunesse Universities, and we're going east and west this time. So we've got 2 Jeunesse Universities, one July 28th through 30th, East Coast, New Jersey, August 11th through 13th, West Coast and Anaheim. And I thought I'd invite you, Meredith, to tell us a little bit more about what to expect with these incredible events to keep the summer driving forward, and what kind of excitement we have in store for our Jeunesse family at these Jeunesse Universities.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Scott. I think that we just have an opportunity at university to really get back to the basics. You know, we say, be brilliant at the basics and master the mundane. But we also have an opportunity to educate and to really help people, build their belief. And that's what universities are all about. So you kind of look at the 5 core beliefs, belief in the industry, belief in the company, belief in the team, the products, the compensation, and then of course, belief in self. And that's really what university is all about. Very, very educational. We're fleshing everything out right now. We've got a lot of facts and things that we're going to be selling, obviously, as far as, how is it that, you can go ahead and take all of this information and actually make it real, make it tangible, and then turn it into a story that really will be compelling. And of course, just coming out here at the GSA, our revenue numbers, everything that we've learned, and everything, the way that the industry is changing, and so many great breakouts and workshops that we've been in for the last 3 days. And just, really getting to understand the changing dynamics of our marketplace and what that means to direct sellers and people who, plant their flag and say that they want to change their life and that they have a better way. So we'll be starting out on Friday. We went from coast to coast. So, our strategy was we wanted to have somewhere up in the Northeast far so that we could have Canada come down conveniently. And then also, of course, our #1 market, California, in United States. And United States is a huge market. They just posted $35.54 billion in sales through direct sellers last year, 2016 in the US. So we want a big piece of that pie. I mean, we're hungry for it. So we want to make sure again that we're empowering people, and we'll be starting out on Friday with just a leadership session for Sapphire elites and above, so they can come and get another level of learning and teaching from the best of the best. Our wonderful diamonds and emeralds, throughout North America are going to be presenting, and then of course kicking off with a good general session, talking about products Friday night, leading with the products. And then on Saturday, we have, 2 general sessions plus, for the first time, we're going to do a recognition lunch for rank advancers in 2017 at the Jade levels and above. And we're really supporting all of the initiatives that we have right now in North America with the Ignite promotion. But we really feel like, when people can get that first step, those first rungs on the ladder, as it were, on their way to Sapphire, that, by really building them up and celebrating those in a very memorable way, in a very encouraging and inspiring way, that we're really going to, blow the lid off this market by having people really realize that this is an incredibly genuine and real opportunity. And there's no better one in the world than Jeunesse Global. And so that's what we're there to inspire. And then on a Sunday morning, of course, we'll be turning it over to the leadership, having a couple of breakouts on some product driven conversations, and time for Jeunesse Kids. We'll be having a workout with Mark McDonald as well, just raising some money for, of course, the charity that's near and dear to all of our hearts. I know it is to you and Wendy and Randy as well, Scott. So it's a lot going on, and we just had some great learnings this week that we're looking forward to bringing back to the team and sharing with everybody around the globe.
Absolutely. And tickets are officially on sale for both of these events. Is that right?
They surely are. Absolutely. All they need to just do, just go online. They can go into their office. They go right to the events page, click on it. It's $99 for the next 30 days. So you want to get tickets for both of them. And then for the after party, which we're working on the theme right now, and that is going to be a rockin' night to celebrate all of the learnings that everybody's experienced over the 48 hours. So the Saturday night party, $24 for that. And you don't want to miss it. Get your people there. It's going to be inspirational, motivational, and educational.
And all I can say is value, value, value. There's going to be so much value at these events, guys. I mean,
that's right.
Look, you want to leverage these opportunities. You look at a company like Jeunesse, we're putting on events all around the world in 5 different major regions. There's some companies that only put on 1 global convention a year, 2 max. We're putting on events every single weekend. We're stacking events, in Mexico at the same time as Hong Kong, at the same time as Australia. There's so much going on around the world that you can tap into. All you have to get out there and do is be passionate about what we represent, be passionate about the products, the company. Get out there, get outside your comfort zone, and be proud for what we stand for, because there's a huge opportunity ahead of us. We've got our Father's Day promotions coming up very soon. The Mother's Day promotion, by the way, was a huge success in North America. I think we did over $4 million. Is that right, Meredith? I think it was over $4 million.
Yes and yes. It was.
Yes and yes. Okay.
Yes and yes.
So stay tuned. There'll be a Father's Day promotion in North America, Latin America, potentially Europe as well. We've got our J Preferred program, the Jeunesse Preferred program, going strong. Save up to 25% on every single product in the youth enhancement system. 100% of that CV. So great, exciting program. We've rolled this out in Latin America, Europe, North America, becoming soon to Japan and some key markets in Asia Pacific. And we're also rolling out phase 2. Stay tuned at Expo. We're really enhancing this program with all kinds of new benefits and VIP incentives for all of you to get out there and really acquire more customers and be rewarded for doing so. So stay tuned for more updates on Jeunesse Preferred. And, all of these activities, all of this momentum, excitement, and focus is all building up for Elevate, this year's Jeunesse Expo World Tour. First time we've done this, guys. It's in 5 countries, 5 regions. We'll be hitting the road and touring. I know some of our diamonds are coming on the full world tour. Looking forward to getting to Macau, to Bangkok, to Milan, to Sao Paulo, to Orlando. We've got so many exciting things planned for these events. I know Mark and his team, lots of exciting new marketing initiatives and innovations, technologies that will be launched at this event. Potentially a new product. I won't say potentially, definitely new products will be launched at some of these events around the world. So make sure you tap into that promotion that's going on. If you're in North America, that promotion is running till the end of August. If you are in Asia Pacific for the Bangkok Expo, that promotion's running until the end of July. So as you can tell, a lot of big things happening all around the world. We are so excited about what the future holds, and definitely more hungry than ever. There's so much happening behind the scenes to continue to push this ship forward, but most of all, we're grateful for all of you, our Jeunesse leaders, our distributors, our customers all around the world who are passionate about what we stand for as a company. And this is a company that stands for what's right about network marketing. We're a company with a big heart, and we wear our hearts on our sleeves. We lead with our hearts, and I think that's a big part of who we are as one Jeunesse family. So, you know, with that, this has been our June edition of ExecConnect. Guys, I would tell you to remember one thing, that for success in life, your attitude is equally as important as your ability. Think about that. Your attitude doesn't matter. We all have the same potential, but it's what you do every single day to bring your best. It's continuing to move from challenge to challenge and failure to failure, but never losing your enthusiasm. Continue to be proud of everything that we stand for, because remember that the difference between who you are and who you want to be is what you do every single day, what you do today to make today count. Remember, leaders are creators of their own lives. Followers just let life happen to them. So get out there, blaze your trail, get out there and share these products with the world, and just know that we are ready to run right by your side as we continue to build one of the great legacy companies of network marketing. So that's been our June edition. I want to thank Cae758 for hosting. I want to thank my panelists, our Chief Marketing Officer, Mark Patterson, our President North America, Meredith Burkich, coming live from the DSA conference. And with that, we are signing off from Orlando, and we will see you somewhere in the Jeunesse world. So continue to live on purpose, live with passion, and make every day your best day. We love you guys. One team, one family.
One family.
One Jeunesse.
One Jeunesse. Live young. Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.